Good morning, everyone, from amazing Thailand. And today we are still here at the Racha, which is a beautiful hotel and resort with villas here on Koh Racha, which is just south of Phuket, Thailand. And today we've got a pretty busy day. We're doing an amazing boat tour over to Maya Bay, which has actually been closed for the past few years due to over tourism. It unfortunately kind of started to kill some of the corals, and now that it has been somewhat revitalized, they have reopened Maya Bay in a different way. So I'm really excited to show you guys what that's all about. I've been to Maya Bay about in November of 2015, so it's been a hot minute. So I'm really excited to see the changes. And then we're heading over to Koh Phi Phi, which is another one of my favorite islands. I actually got my tattoo there. It is a bamboo tattoo, and I actually did a blog post on it, and so I'll link that in the description box below. But yeah, we're heading back to Koh Phi Phi, which I'm really excited to see how that has kind of changed as well since I visited last, and also since the pandemic. So it is now time for me to head down to the Earth Cafe here at the Racha for breakfast. So let's go check that out and see what the breakfast buffet is all about. The breakfast buffet at Earth Cafe at the Racha was quite extensive. Breakfast also included champagne. There was quite a variety of fresh fruits, vegetables, dim sum, Thai dishes, waffles, fresh honey from the honeycomb, and also some delicious fresh pastries. There was even an egg station for eggs benedicts and omelets. We then boarded our speedboat and headed to Koh Phi Phi Leh. The journey from the Racha to Koh Phi Phi Leh, where Maya Bay is, took us about an hour and a half, as it was quite a rough crossing. The new way to enter Maya Bay is from the other side, from actually Loh Sama Bay. Here they can control the number of people per hour that visit Maya Bay.
I'll be honest, it's better to arrive as early as you can. We arrived at about 9:30 a.m. and it was already starting to get busy. Maya Bay has really been developed from the first time I was here in November 2015. I'm really happy to see the boardwalks and better facilities such as proper toilets, but keep in mind that you are still not allowed to swim in Maya Bay, and be sure to follow the very strict rules and guidelines that they have. They do have people making sure that tourists are following the rules. The water was unbelievably clear and pristine at Maya Bay. The conservation efforts here really truly did pay off. The true testament was actually that the baby black-tipped reef sharks are back and even this close to the shoreline. After some time to enjoy the sights of Maya Bay and taking a few photos, it was then time to leave. As we were leaving, it was so much busier than when we arrived, so again, come early. It was then time to take a scenic cruise through Pileh Lagoon or Pileh Bay. Again, I couldn't believe how clear the water was and its bright emerald and aqua tones. The last time I was here in November 2015, the water was dark, murky, a very darkish green, and there were so many other boats here. It's such a stark difference from then to now. We then cruised by Viking Caves, which is where they harvest bird's nests for a popular Chinese delicacy called bird's nest soup. It was then time to do some snorkeling. Our guide chose the very scenic Nui Bay on the west side of Koh Phi Phi Don for us to explore for about an hour, and it certainly didn't disappoint. There were so many variations of fish. It was such an amazing spot to snorkel. snorkeling, we headed to SAii Phi Phi Island Village, where we were treated to an amazing lunch with a stunning view and a cold singa. This resort is actually owned by the real estate development branch of Singapore, which I thought to be very interesting. After lunch, we were able to see a few of the villas, including one of them overlooking the bay, which was absolutely stunning. It was then time to head back to the Racha for a site inspection of the property to see some of the other villas. We were able to see some quite impressive villa categories, including the lighthouse. Yes, you can actually book the lighthouse with 4 bedrooms, a private pool, and a 360-degree viewing area at the top. It's a true gem at the Racha. I then walked around the public pool areas and also the beautiful spa that they have on the property. After the site inspection, I did relax in my room, enjoyed my pool, got changed, and came back down for our proper welcome group dinner here in Thailand at the Racha. They hosted us with a delicious meal which was presented absolutely beautifully.
is the next morning, and I am actually checking out of the Racha this morning, unfortunately. But good news is we're actually on our way to Chiang Mai this morning. So very excited to go to Chiang Mai. I've never been there before. It's a place on Thailand that is full of temples and night markets and really good food. So we're going from Phuket to the north. So be sure to hit that subscribe button down below to tune into that episode, which will be coming up next week. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next week. Bye.